Well, good morning, everybody. Wanted to take you along with me on a ride to work. Now, my commute lasts a little over an hour, so I'm not going to make this continuous, but I will give you some little snippets of it. I love and hate this time of year. I love the cooler temperatures. I think they're absolutely fantastic. Love riding this. You just put my jacket on and I can adjust it, and I'm always the right temperature. But I don't like being in the dark. It has just now gotten light, and it was quite dark a moment ago when I came out of the house. The sun is trying to peek up over those clouds. But just thought I'd take you along. I'm not going to show you the places where we've already been. So I'm going to be bopping in and out here. And what I think I'll do is let these guys go by me, see what they're going to be doing, and we'll head on down. Oh, great, I got the low boy in front of me. That's okay. I don't know whether he'll go fast or slow. We got a hill right up over this little, on this turn here, and a lot of times they get up some speed. If he can get up to speed, it's okay. He can ride in front. If not, well, got to go by him. Probably going to run into the school buses anyway. It's that time of year for us. Not in any real hurry. I always leave early. I got about an hour and 20 minutes to get to work. It usually doesn't take me quite that long. Yeah, let's go on by. Okay, I'm going to bop out for a little bit. When we get on some of the other parts of my trip, I'll show them to you. Some of the interesting, or just the places I picked. All right. Hello, moon. I don't know if you can see it. I got a nice round, almost completely full moon to take me to work today. It's nice. It's not adding much light, but he is adding a little bit of company. Nothing coming? Okay. Looky there. Told you. Yeah, I timed it just right so that I end up behind this school bus. It's okay. He's going to pull off here in just a little bit. He's got to pick up one or two more kids, I think, and they'll pull off. We'll go the other way. I take sort of that little shortcut that cuts out about, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles out of the trip. You got to do that when you got a long commute. You got to do as best you can. This was all farm fields until just recently. Last couple of years. Looks like they've started phase 2 of the construction, and they just got their new road in. And see that pan down there? I don't know if you can see that piece of equipment. I drove one of those when I was in high school. One of the ways I made money to buy my motorcycles. Alrighty, here, this should be the last kid pickup, and then the bus will be. Now, what I don't understand is this. They stop. It takes a few minutes, well, really a couple of seconds for the kid to walk across the street, but it always takes 2 or 3 minutes before the bus pulls off. Now, I don't know they want to let them, they want them to sit down first before the bus takes off, but geez, when I was a kid, we got on the school bus, we didn't do that. As soon as we got on that bus, man, we were gone. And hell, that was half the fun of it, was trying to get back to your seat while the bus driver's trying to do wheel stands. Yeah, oh well. It's a different world now, I guess. I'm getting down into the 30s as far as actual work days I have left. So I didn't want to take a chance on bad weather or something happening and me not getting a chance to take you on a ride to work, so you get a chance to see it. So, a couple people going my way today. All right, there's one of the big feed trucks that comes down to the big Tally Farms right near my house. A lot of hungry turkeys out there. And if you want them on your table this Thanksgiving, they gotta be feeding them now. Okay. Okay, coming into the little town of Midland. This is what I call Old Midland because it's, well, full of old buildings and stuff like that. I don't really know much about the history of Midland. I know when they built the new road, they built all kinds of stuff. These are some of the old buildings that are back here. And they're trying to revitalize that street down there. Well, we'll see how it goes. I don't know. They've been taking their time about it. I've been here for 20 some odd years, over 25 years, and they've been working on it the whole time. Alrighty, here's our most notable attraction right here, which would be the funeral home. Yep, that's the funeral home where we all end up. Okay. Used to be some considerable textile industry around here, but all that's gone now. I believe this place here is a cabinet shop. Big old giant cabinet shop, or countertops, I think it is. Okay. Well, this is the last little curvy bits of the shortcut. We're going to be up here on Highway 601 here in a minute. I'm going to take this all the way into the city of Concord. I know some parts of the country you guys say Concord, but here it's Concord and Midland. And, you know, we take our time with our words. We enjoy them. We chew them a bit here in the South. All right. Well, I'm going to be on this for a while, and there's not really much to see out this way. So we'll pop in a minute. Okay, this is the main stoplight here at Highways 24 and 27 in Midland. The reason it's called Midland is if you go that way, you get to Charlotte. If you go to that way, you go to Albemarle. Straight ahead, where I'm going, is Concord, and straight behind me is Monroe. And we're just slap dab in the middle of all four of those little cities. So I guess that's why it's Midland. I don't know. You know. Come on, light. Let's go. All right. Okay, this is the main drag for me. I got to run about, I don't know how many miles it is. In terms of the trip, it'll be the halfway point when I get into the middle of Concord. This is a nice road. Really wide, really smooth. You know, a lot of trees along the way. It's not built up much. This is mostly residential areas and farmland until we get all the way into Concord. But let you ride along a little bit. That little road where this little car is trying to come out is Mount Pleasant Road. You take that road, and it's a really nice road. Lots of twisties and stuff. We'll go on it one day, and takes you into the little town of Mount Pleasant. But nice motorcycle ride. See a lot of bikes on that road. Got a couple of little restaurants there you can stop and eat. It's not really all that far away, but it's kind of a hub. You can go from there north, south, east, or west, and hit some pretty nice little roads. Okay. Yeah, you know, without doubt, this is the most enjoyable part of the trip to work. This road from Midland up to just up the top of the hill here and around the corner is the best part, because it's really very little traffic, plenty of places to pass if you do get traffic. But after this, we're going to might run into some more school buses, or no, we're definitely going to run into more cars and stuff. Here we are at the Rocky River again. The Rocky River crisscrosses all back and forth through this part of the country, and these roads go back and forth across on it. But you know, I've looked and looked and looked on the maps, and I'm so jealous of you guys that have roads right beside scenic rivers that you can ride along and just enjoy. I can't seem to find a single road that rides along this river. Everything crosses it at a short little, you know, be a short little bridge going over a narrow little river. Oh, let's see, here they are. See what I mean? Hey, he's going to pull out. Oh, yeah. Okay, so, yeah, they'll pick up speed here in a minute, but it's irritating. That actually was Highway 200 where it dumps into this highway. That's a really nice little road for the first part of it. I can come that way to work, but it does add a few minutes to the ride, but it is a little bit better of a road. But then you end up right here, and you end up coming off a super road right into this. Okay, well, we'll be in Concord soon. Okay, well, the sun finally came out from behind the clouds. It's going to be a beautiful day today. It's supposed to be in the low 90s. That's why I'm wearing the 3/4 helmet today with the face shield. That's the one I have the top mount on for the Drift HD Ghost camera. It works out pretty good. I don't like the view from this one as much as I do like chin mount, but the chin mount's on my full face helmet, and it's just going to be too hot this afternoon coming home. You'll see what I get into on the ride home. But we're just about getting into Concord proper. Pick up a little bit of traffic here, but it'll get better in a while. I just thought I'd show you a dying breed here. Yep, that's a video store. How about that? I think it's the last one I know of. I don't know of any other that I go by. I just thought I'd show it to you. Yeah, for some reason this morning there's a little more traffic than usual. Getting ready to get on to the only 4-lane portion of my ride if I go this way. There's another way I can go. I can go towards Charlotte, and it's pretty much there in Midland. Instead of going straight on, I can turn left there and head towards Charlotte, and I end up on a 4-lane road minimum, then the super highways and all that stuff. I don't go that way because it's not as much fun, and really the first thing in the morning I don't really want to run 85 miles an hour so that I don't get run over by somebody. This bike loves to cruise, but you know, anything over 80 is just a little bit much first thing. But we'll get going here in just a second. Just thought I'd show you what I'm up against. A little bit more traffic today than normal. Got to try to beat some of these trucks up here. This road's going to disappear. Come on, lady, move along. The whole point being here is so you can go faster, so we can get by these guys. Well, thank you so much. Finally did move over. Okay, we are in Midland. Excuse me, we're in Concord. We left Midland, we're in Concord now. Alrighty, this is the only 4-lane portion of the road that I'm on. And it's, you know, nothing really remarkable. We are at the halfway point of my trip. I left my house about 35 minutes ago. So it gives you a little bit of an idea. Looks like it's going to be one of those hour and 15-minute rides to work. But we'll see. Maybe I can pick up some time on the backside. What we're going to do is ride up here and make a little cut through and end up on Highway 73. Highway 73 will take me from Concord all the way in to Huntersville, Cornelius area, real near the work. I will take a little shortcut if I have time. That's a little more scenic, right near work, just for fun. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, cleared all the traffic in Concord, and now we're on 73 headed toward work. Kind of got to go north and then hang a left to get to work. So right along here for just a little bit. Not a bad road. You get people turning in front of you all the time, but it's okay. I had plenty of room. But, let you enjoy the ride just for a minute. Daycare center down here. People are always pulling out on you. Do you see me? Do you see me? Yes, thank you. Okay. You know, it's funny. I tell people who people find out that I ride a lot, back and forth to work a lot. They say, "Aren't you afraid you're going to get killed?" I say, nah, I'm not afraid of getting killed. Got to die sometime, right? And let's not on a motorcycle, but I'm going to tell you something. If you're going to kill me on this bike, you're going to have to work at it. Because I know your games. I know your tricks. Not saying you're not going to get me someday, but hopefully it won't be today. Okay, this is one of the last choke points on the way to work. Doing an awful lot of work right here at I-85, building this exit. It's really funny, they're working on about, I don't know, 10 miles of highway, redoing all these exits all at the same damn time. So there's nowhere you can go to get around this stuff without going way out of your way. As of course, the day I want to film this is the day that traffic is extremely heavy. But I'm not going to bore you with all this. I just thought I'd give you a chance to see what some of this stuff was. Okay, there's a second reason why I like to come this way, other than the fact that I don't like to get run over on the highway, like I mentioned. Just look at all this traffic coming down through here. Fortunately, they're going toward Concord and we're leaving it, so we'll have it a little bit better. Usually this moves pretty smoothly for a little while, but they're coming up on the most scenic part of this, part of my trip, and always makes me feel better when I see this. But don't want to spoil the surprise. You'll have to hang around just for a few more seconds. But I know my camera's not going to pick up a lot of this, but maybe it'll give you a sense of it. But there it is off to the right. I don't know how much you'll be able to see. I'm going to try to risk death and dismemberment here and turn my head enough so you can see some of this place, some of this. But we are looking, yeah, that is hard to tell, I know, in the camera, but that's a dam right there. There you go, there's the spillway. No water coming over it today. But we're on the back side of the dam. We're going to pop up over here in just a real nice little scenic spot. Oh, there's always somebody turning left up here. I don't know what it is. Everybody in the world must live in this little complex up here. And they're so timid about turning. I mean, golly. You know, you'd think if you live in a place like this, you'd learn how to go. Yeah, it looks like it was a green Honda or something up there. I'm sure I've been behind that car before. But anyway, it just heightens the suspense, you know. Now you're looking at the part of the dam right here. But we're going to get right up on top, and you'll get a chance to see the real pretty view. Yep, all that for one car turning. Oh well. Alrighty. There we go. Can you see that? See why I come up here? Isn't that just beautiful? I mean, that water is still, there is no wind moving that water, except way out there. How about that? Isn't that cool as hell? This is really neat. I want you to know that I'm having to look out through what would be the ear hole if this was a football helmet, so you can see some of this. Okay, that's enough. Can't do any more. Oh, there is a tiny little dock right here. I don't know if you can see this. Get up here just a little closer. See that little dock right there? That is so inviting. I would so much like to be sitting on that with a fishing pole in the water. But there's a catch. This body of water that we just went over belongs to the city of Concord. It is their water supply. And as such, you can't get anywhere near it. You can't fish on it. You can't take a canoe on it. You can't get anywhere near it because they're afraid that, you know, human activity would mess up their drinking water. I think it's crazy, but, you know, you see the number of birds in that thing, you know that water is not all that clean, buddy. I hope they're treating it. But just thought I'd show you that. That's the best part. And I'll shut her down again until we get closer to work. It's a pretty little pond right there, if you can see that. I mean, it's just so idyllic. I mean, golly. I so want to be down there with my cane pole sitting on that little pier, if you can see it, that little dock. That would just be so nice. Hell, I wouldn't care if I was catching anything or not. But instead, I'm sitting here in traffic. This is one of the last places where there's a problem. We'll be by in here in a minute. Okay, just popped back in to tell you it has been exactly an hour and 2 minutes since I left the house. This total trip is about 52 miles. So that's not a very good average, and I'm not there yet. But the good news is that this is the last little choke point here. This is this road up here that we're all waiting patiently in line to get to as the Davidson Highway peels off to the right. Now I won't take that, but I will go down just a little farther, and we're going to turn into a neighborhood, which is one of my other shortcuts that one of the local guys told me about when I first came out here. They were doing a lot of construction farther down this road, and it was just impossible to get through it. The traffic was unbelievable. And but he showed me this way, and it's not necessarily the short way, but I've still got about 17, 18 minutes before I'll be late to work, and that should be plenty of time to take a leisurely cruise there. All right, looks like I'm caught at the light again. Okay, finally, we're here at my next little cut through. Not that far from work now. Let you ride along on it for a little bit. Beats the hell out of the road I've been on. This is just some little neighborhood country type roads. We are just outside of Huntersville, Davidson, Cornelius, that little area right there. If you look on your map, if you have a map, look at it, of find North Carolina, find Charlotte, the biggest city. If you'll look just due north of Charlotte, you're going to see a lake. That is Lake Norman, man-made lake. They made a long time ago, and that's where our dealership is. I work for Lake Norman Tractor, and I'm going to be there here shortly, but I just let you enjoy this little road with me. It's all 45 through here, nice, easy, relaxed. Got some nice little sweeping corners, just like that last one. And it's just really nice. I'll let you ride a little bit. Why my whole ride can't be on little roads like this, I don't know. But that won't be a problem soon. A lot less than 40 days to go now, working days. And I'll just be riding for fun. Cornfields and driveways and front yards. It's really nice out here. This little stretch of road. Oh, there's a tree farm. Planting pine trees. Good investment if you can wait 50 years. Alrighty, well. Oh man, there's some geese. Wildlife. How about that? There we go. Yeah, a bunch of them. Alrighty, here we go up to the railroad tracks. If you're following along, this is Highway 115. And I'm just going to have to wait here a minute for some of this traffic. I've never seen a train on this track, but I'm just not here at the right time. Come on, today. Only got about 12 minutes to get to work, but I should only be about 5 minutes away. All right. That's a really steep little railroad intersection. I don't know why they had to make it that way, but it's steep and it's got a bump at the bottom. It just makes it just all the more fun on the bike. Right alongside. Too bad I don't have a train here. That'd be really cool. Those tracks are just right there. Nice and elevated. It'd be beautiful. One of those historic trains would be really nice right about now. But like I said, never see one. I don't know what comes down this way. I don't think it's the major hub. Alrighty. Yeah, back into some of the built up areas. Suds and shine. Alright. Wish I could stop and wash this beast, but hey, you can't ride it in this area or really near my house anywhere without just this time of year bugs. Bugs are all over it. But that's okay too. Okay, well, thanks to a really timid person who doesn't want to turn because they don't have an arrow, I just killed about 3 or 4 minutes at that stoplight right there. So it's going to put us close on time. We'll just have to see how it goes. Of course, it was my choice to take the shortcut, which today isn't much of a shortcut, but it is a better road to ride on. I don't know who the slowpoke is up here, but they'll probably turn off. They usually do. We're going to kind of come in. We're going to come in real near work now. They've been doing a lot of work right there at an intersection up past me, and I don't know if they're going to. Yep, he's turning up here. Perfect. Don't know if I'm going to be able to get through there or not. I did have to run up the wrong side of the road a little ways a couple days ago just to get into work because people were sitting through the light a couple of times without moving at all. And they're not really doing the work on that intersection. There's an intersection, 2 of them in fact, that tie into this one that they're doing a lot of work, and it funnels all the traffic through. Makes it just about impossible certain times of the day to get in and out of our place of business. But people still seem to do it. We deal with mostly homeowners and about 10 different lawn companies, professional lawn companies. We see them a lot in there, but mostly homeowners. And here we go. You can't tell from this camera, but this is a nice little turn here, and I have scraped the floorboards many a time going around this thing. Guy's got a cannon in his front yard. Well, it's a fake cannon, but it's really cool. I really like the idea. Okay, slowest part of the trip, speed limit wise, 25. And whereas I've never seen a police officer here, and I've never even seen anybody getting a ticket here. Yeah, it's somebody's neighborhood. We'll go the right speed. I still got a few minutes, about 8 or 9 minutes. I always punch in early, so it's never a problem. You know, I found that out a long time ago. You kids that are just starting out, you can punch in 5 or 10 minutes early. I know you're giving the man that time, but those days when you're 5 or 10 minutes late, you know, what's he going to say to you? You know, oh, you weren't on time. He says, well, you know, look at all those times when I was early. So, you know, that's the way it goes. Oh, man, this car is parked here, so I cannot get by it. I'm going to have to wait for one more light change. So I'm going to have to get to work and just have to go straight in. I like to usually get there and get the kinks out, you know, see how it goes. But our time count right now, it's been about an hour and 17 minutes, something like that, I believe, if I'm looking at my little clock right. There we go. Okay. Alright, now of course, we had one more red light. Now let's see here. I think they got a turn there, so I can, nope, gonna have to wait on this. Okay, well, at least the traffic doesn't seem to be backed up as bad as it was. It has been backed up all the way to this and through this light. But good thing we're almost here. My excuse me, my voice seems to be going. Alrighty, here we go. Alright, we're almost there. You've done so good to hang in this far. Give me just a few more minutes and I promise you, you'll see where we were going. And I also promise you, I'm not going to show you the trip home, which will be all on the highway. Because quite frankly, going back the way we came, when it's 90 degrees with all that traffic, it's just not doable. Sorry guys, can't do it. Alrighty, let's see here. Yeah, we're gonna make it. Okay, here we are, Lake Norman Tractor. Look at all the gators and the tractors, and we got lawnmowers, we got everything. Alrighty. Well, I'm glad you came along on the trip. I did want to do this. I don't think I'm going to do another road trip. Okay, Scott, where'd you park? Alright, let me back up here. He's going to leave me room up on the side today. Normally I'm on a little bit of a hill there. Alrighty. Okay, musical chairs. Alright guys, thanks for coming along. Let me know what you thought of this ride. I'm not going to do it again for you, but like I said, less than 40 days and I'll be done with this. All right, you guys take care.